From out of nowhere to third place at the games, Justin Medeiros talks about his incredible rookie year and how he plans on following it up in 2021. Being joined by the third fittest man on earth and the rookie of the year from 2020, Justin Medeiros. Justin, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Excited to be here.
What has your life been like since you finished third at the CrossFit Games last year?
Man, nothing really changed. Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, after the games, I spent prior to the games probably 5 months up in Washington with my coach, and then after the games I just got to hang out at home for 3 or 4 months with my family down here in Lodi from the area and stuff. So it was just awesome to be back in my home gym for a little bit, see everyone there. I was there since I was 13 years old, so it was just awesome being surrounded by all those people again.
First year at the CrossFit Games obviously goes very well for you, but what are the biggest lessons you learned from that experience?
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot. I had a lot of quick learning curves. That definitely the hill run stands out. I got passed at the end. I think it's a rookie mistake. Definitely not going to let that happen again. And I think the biggest takeaway I had was just, all year I had no idea what was really happening. I qualified in Ireland. That was in the beginning of the year, and I spent the rest of the year just training and not being able to really compare myself to see where I was at among all the other athletes. But just each day going in and giving it my best, and at the end of the year to get third in stage 1 and then third overall and make the podium was just crazy, and this made me just know if I'm giving my best effort, that's going to be enough.
Now, from the outside looking in at the relationship that you have with your coach Adam Neiffer, it seems like it works pretty well.
Yeah.
Why does it work so well between the two of you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is when I was looking for a new coach, I just wanted to have someone that's a part of a team with me, like we are a team, and he definitely wants it just as bad as I do, and I think that's the biggest part of it. With my old coach, I think I was a lot more bought in than he was, and I felt in order to have success, each of us have to both want it just as bad, and I think that we kind of push each other, and we just want to get better every day.
If you rewind to a year ago, not many people even knew who you were.
Yeah.
Fast forward 365 days, we're in the open, and you are being talked about as a guy who could win the CrossFit Games. What's it like coming into a season with that kind of pressure on you?
Yeah, I really try not to focus on it. I just don't view it as any other year for me. It's definitely a lot different though, just because I think I've always come in to any competition I've ever done as an underdog, and now I think people actually expect me to win. I think going into the open every year, no one expects me to do good in that. Going into Ireland, I remember actually looking at in Ireland, I guess they bet a lot, and we were looking at all the odds, and my odds were 33 to 1 to win it. And my parents actually went to go put a bet on me there, but you're not allowed to bet in Ireland if you're not a resident of Ireland. So they never did, but I was just cool things like that. And but yeah, it's definitely gonna be different going into this year, having some expectations, but definitely doesn't change anything what I'm gonna do. Definitely gonna work hard, work on my weaknesses, but that's just for everyone else to speculate.
What needs to improve with your fitness from now until the games in order for you to actually have a chance to stand atop the podium?
I think there's so many things. Every year, I think that was one of the craziest things last year. I felt growing up, if I pictured podium athletes at the game, the third fittest man on earth, it was just never me, in that picture that I thought about. So it was definitely, it's been a change. It took me a couple months to adjust to that I am the third fittest man on earth, and I got to start holding myself to that standard, and I know I can do better than that. And I think that just comes with just working on my weaknesses, and my goal for this year is just to beat me from last year. So if I went head to head to myself, I want to run circles around me, and that's really the only thing I can focus on.
Why don't you think you pictured yourself in that situation?
Man, I don't know. I'd say every day in my training, I focus on working on my weaknesses, and every day when you're going in and you're just doing something that you're not good at, it's hard to feel like you're the best, you know what I mean? So, but that's what makes you better, and we'll see what happens every time I step on the competition floor.
It's certainly been a blast watching you compete in the limited sample size that we have, and we're definitely looking forward to watching you compete in 2021. Justin, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. It's going to be awesome.